time to do Let's Play SimCity 4 part 100 and something. I do not know at this point. Not Cyberlink UCam. SimCity 4, I'm gonna play it. How long does this thing take to load? Okay, it's finally loading. I guess this video will be a random time because I forgot to set my timers. I had to make it. It's my giant region full of these huge. This city is not even full. I still have that giant area. 166,000 people. I'm going to make it have 200,000 people. And I actually know how. Because I have been playing SimCity a lot lately. I've actually been making these huge towns on these little maps. Because I found out a very efficient way of doing things that doesn't cause traffic. It works. I don't know. But I got this idea from a YouTuber of just building a grid of roads for your town and just like building parks and making it all nice and random services and enough jobs. I figured out that this is a very effective way to build a town because I thought it was stupid at first because I'm like, oh boy, this is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. But I've actually thought about it for a while and it did work. Like, I know I have a crappy frame rate on my game, but the reason why I just use roads, like, it's expensive, more expensive than using streets, but it ensures that there's like no traffic problems, and also it looks nice. And like just making this grid format in your town, it just is nice. I like it. Like it just has some sort of thing to it that I really enjoy looking at, and I don't know what it is. But just like continuous rows of skyscrapers makes me feel happy, and I can achieve this by just doing what I'm doing, by just building a town like this. Like, even if it's even only medium density, I still can get some pretty big cities. Because pretty much all of the cities just high density. And I kind of planned it out according to what the demand said. Because I will read this RCI meter. And, well, the R stands for residential, the C for commercial, and the I for industrial. Like, no one knew that, but they probably do. And it's a graph, and there's actually a lot of different graphs that you can look at. My power capacity, it's pretty good. My water is a straight line always. Education by age. Well, old people are not very well educated. I don't really have really old people in my town, because I was figuring out, why is there only young people in my town? But then I look at my date. I think the people actually do age over the course of years, but I don't know. And something else I kind of found out weird about this game is that if you turn on the day-night cycle, like, it makes sense, and it also doesn't make sense at the same time. Because it just goes continuous days, but it just stays the same kind of day. And then it's night for a couple months, and then the other way around. Stuff like that. It makes sense because you don't want to have flashing day and night at you while you're playing on the high speeds. And it doesn't make sense because the days, like actual days, like the rotation around the whatever thing this planet's orbiting that's giving it light is days long. Like, or you could say, like, this is a very interesting topic to bring up because you don't know if this is the day or the day here is really long and it just doesn't rotate very fast on its axis. But I don't think the game really goes that far into depth about it. Like, it does make sense sometimes when I think about it. Look how many water pumps I have. But sometimes when I just think about it for a while, it does actually make me wonder. I do think about it for like 10 minutes, trying to decode it, or whatever you want to say, because it does make for an interesting topic to talk about during a video. Like, what does this mean? And what does it stand for? Because, like, it sort of makes sense, or no, it really doesn't. In turtle speed, how kind of the day aligns with the day and night areas, but still, it's not very aligning to what you're talking for, to what your city is. But whatever, I don't think the game would be like that, so it does make sense ultimately. These are things I talk about in my head when I used to not have like sound in my videos. I used to think to myself sometimes about what if this really happened, and like, I know how much these people want to hear what I'm thinking. Well, not really, but I do have some pretty interesting things to say about the ultimate things that I think about. But why would you think about that? Sometimes there's really chilling thoughts that can really get you sometimes. Like, for instance, what if somebody could read your mind? That would be terrifying and embarrassing. Like, I'm not saying I'm thinking bad thoughts. I'm saying that you would not really like having somebody read your thoughts all day because it's weird. And in general, you don't really want that. And like, I do get, well, people would not really prefer to have somebody read their mind because, like, or sometimes it's good. It could be reasonable to read someone's mind because, like, sometimes you cannot understand what they're trying to say to you, but in that context, it might be something that could happen. But really, it's just something stupid I drone about during my videos. Oh boy, I can build so many different things. I can build a stock exchange. Well, what does a stock exchange do? I don't even think I'm pronouncing it right. But who the hell cares? It's a YouTube video, not like not grammar class in school. But sometimes it does matter because, like, the pronunciation or things of other people. Like, I'm not saying I'm the best at it, but sometimes the pronunciation's kind of stupid of other YouTubers I've noticed. I'm not saying they're completely dumb, but I'm saying that sometimes it's kind of off. Okay. I think this video is going to come to an end. It is really long now. Bye.